We're all fucking around here. Hello, hello, everybody.
I saw a 3, 2, 1. That means we're on,
There
right?
we go. I'm just waiting for it to kick in on Instagram. And we're going to be good. And we're going to go live there. And we're good with that. And here we are. We'll see people signing in pretty soon, hopefully. There
Here
we
comes some
go.
names.
Hello, Penny. You are the first. High fly. High fly, high
Hello.
run.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. Pam, you're always the first one. How is that possible? Mimi, hello to you.
See, the names are over here. The camera's over here.
Stush, Maria, hello for joining us. Thanks for
You pronounce
joining
that
us
stush?
today.
How do you pronounce
Tina Garrett, Birchin, hello. Patrizia, ciao, from Italia. And Vera from, I think, Antwerpen. Yes, Vera from
it?
Antwerpen.
Hello, Vera.
Marilyn, hello. Thanks for joining us. Yolanda, hello. Angela,
Thank you.
it's wonderful to see all your names. And someday we'll have your faces as well on this. Kenneth, hello, Kenneth. Wendy, Kathleen, Diane from Gloucester. Gloucester.
Oh, yeah,
How do you
Gloucester.
pronounce that?
Ooh, you got to say Gloucester, like Foster.
Gloucester. Okay.
They'll beat you up here if you
Oh,
say it. Like if you say Gloucester, I tell you right
well, they'd
now.
have to find me first before they can beat me.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you can't run too fast with that scarf. It's not wind. It resists the wind.
Are we
Anyway,
going to
hi
get into
Diane.
scarf jokes now?
Well, I mean,
Scarf this.
it slows you down. That's why they don't wear them in the NFL.
Lillian from Israel, hello. I'm glad to have you in here today. And Sadie from Queens, New York. Henry Allen, hello, my friend Henry. Henry Allen, everybody, is a top chef, a mega pint chef. Whatever, he's
Oh my goodness!
an excellent chef in Finland.
I have a friend here on the East Coast named Henry Allen, who is a theater cat. He's big in the theater and very talented here. So I thought when I heard that name, I went, "What? No, but it's
Well,
different."
Henry's all that, but he's not in the theater.
Okay,
He's in his
well,
own theater. He's the kitchen theater. Henry's an excellent chef. We go and see them whenever we go to Finland, and he has several restaurants, which are the best restaurants in Helsinki. Of course, he would have it no other way. So welcome everybody. Welcome to Fly
hello.
Amiro. I want to introduce my co-host Fly Amiro to everybody who is new. Maybe there are new people in here with us.
That's
Fly
me.
Amiro
Hi.
is a left-handed guitarist. Left-handed guitarist. The coolest thing about it is he doesn't restring his guitars. He just plays a right-handed guitar left-handed, which
That's
is
right.
very, very interesting to watch. You can't figure out shit that he's doing. You can. His fingers do a whole different dance than ours do.
When I perform live, I can sometimes pick guitarists out of the audience. It's like there'll be like some guy who'll be standing there and he's watching me, and then all of a sudden you see him go like this, trying to
Like
figure
a
out what I'm
dog.
doing. And
Like a
then he
dog.
taps the guy next to him, and then there's two guys going like this, and I know that they're players. I usually afterwards I say, "You're a player, right?" They go, "Oh yeah, yeah. What the hell are you doing?"
How are you doing that? How are you doing that? Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I
very
learned on a
funny.
righty guitar, so that was I guess it's no more difficult for me than anything else.
The interesting thing for me is I'm very ambidextrous, and I usually prefer my left hand with most things I do, writing and drawing. But I started playing guitar right-handed because my brother started playing a right-handed guitar. Now, my brother is completely left-handed. So why he started playing a right-handed guitar, I don't know, but he did. And so if he had turned it over like a left-handed guitar player would have, I would have played it that way as well. So it's all in the cards of how you start. You know,
That's
I
right.
guess that's what determines it.
My older brother played lefty upside down. So there we go. We have that.
He's totally left-handed too.
Yeah, he's completely left-handed. Yeah, everything he
Wow.
does.
That's kind of
I
unusual.
I have a mix myself. I do some things righty, some things lefty.
It's unusual to have two people in the same family that are very left-handed, I think.
Oh yeah, I think the brothers were, both of my older brothers were exclusively left-handed. Really, me, I get a mix, and the girls are right-handed. But then go figure. My sister is right-handed with everything she does, but she learned to play lefty upside down like me. So
Wow.
Linda, what the hell were you thinking when you did that?
Interesting. Angelique is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Angelique, I met her 2 weeks ago.
Yes, you did.
Online.
Angelique came in and said hello on camera. I was
Hello
amazed.
again, Angelique.
I was amazed that she agreed to do that, but she did.
Debbie Marshall is on, and she is from Gloucester, but she happens to be in Tampa right now. Debbie Marshall and Jean and the family there. So hello to Tampa. Hey there. Thanks for coming in.
I'll put that up there. There you go. Can you see those little things I add at the bottom, Fly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Debbie and Jean from Tampa. Very nice.
And I'm curious if Ella Luna is with us. I didn't see her name yet.
Ella Luna.
Ella Luna. But what I'm going to do now is play. I want to do a video in the first half. This is a video that Ella Luna and I did
nice.
about a year and a half ago. We did our own version of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. And we, for some bizarre reason, our version went to #1 in Belgium on the Belgium charts. So for like video charts or something. So it went to #1. So let me bring that in and we will go from there. This is Ella Luna and me doing Hallelujah. Let me do this. And here we go.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah.
Hallelujah, Hallelujah. 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 Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch, and love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
There we go. It was me and Ella Luna singing Hallelujah.
Nice.
Nice version. Nice version. Everybody, I just, if anybody's new, we are here with our seventh edition of Over the Ridge. Me and my co-host, Fly Amiro, who, for people who are new, Fly had a group for many years called Orleans. And he does mostly solo work now.
Mhm.
Very amazing musician, very talented musician. And I think we'll have a little acoustic taste in a little while. I have a guest that's going to join us in about 15 minutes or so. And her name is Maria Elena Infantino. She is a very talented singer, and she's a world traveler. She's always in London or Italy or someplace in Bulgaria, because she's half Bulgarian and half Italian. And she speaks about 7 languages, sings in all of the languages. It's absolutely phenomenal that she has this, but she happens to be in Los Angeles right now. So I grabbed her for a few minutes to come on today, and she's going to do that before she heads out to Malibu to Bum Bum. Maria Elena Infantino. So about 15 minutes, she'll join us.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. It's always been a fascination when people can sing in not just one foreign language, but 7. And she does it very well. It's uncanny. French, I'll ask her. I'll get that information when she comes on with us. What you want to play? You want to play a little something for us?
That's a good idea.
Or should I go ahead? Should I go ahead and just get it over with for me, or what would you feel? What do you
You can
feel?
do that too. You get whatever you're in the mood. This is your show, babe.
It's your show too. Let me try.
Hey, speaking of the show, can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Does everyone know why it's called Over the Ridge? I just wondered. I mean, I know why, but I didn't know if anybody else did. Maybe you wanted to tell them, or
No, that's a very good lead in. Yeah. Everybody, it's not a slam really at all of me being on Bold and Beautiful and playing the character Ridge for 25 years.
Mm.
It's more of what happens, what is happening with me after all of that.
Exactly.
And
Right.
over the ridge is the double entendre of looking over the ridge to see what's on the other side. And for me, that's basically what this title was. And it's moving beyond what I did for that majority of my lifetime, supporting and promoting that show and working hard doing that. And now I'm looking over to see what's beyond, and that's kind of the way it
That's just
came about.
that's beautiful. It's very much like me with Orleans. I'm still like really closely connected to the band, and I still promote all of their endeavors and stuff. And we have records together. That I have songs on some Orleans products and audio and video and whatnot. And so and plus we've just been lifelong friends. We became like brothers. When you go on the road with the same guys for for so many years, and it's like shoulder to shoulder, back to the wall. You're like brothers. You really are.
It really becomes like that. You wind up protecting each other, covering for each other,
Yeah,
carrying each other's bags. Sometimes you do a lot of stuff, and it is very much like a brotherhood when
that's
you go
right.
out on the road.
You help each other at the airports and all that stuff. That's true. You do that. Mhm.
I'm going to try a song that I haven't actually played, and so there may be some mistakes and things in it, but it's a fairly intricate song that I've always loved. I recorded it on a past CD that I did.
But it's a world live premiere, is what you're saying.
It's a worldwide premiere of me doing it live
Yes.
from the seat of my pants here without sort of practicing it. And also this will be my practice, and you guys can witness me.
All right. Well, listen.
practicing.
Please tell me the name of the song, so that I can introduce you properly.
The song is called "Rest of My Life," or "For the Rest of My Life."
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ron Moss with "For the Rest of My Life."
Oh, that's very sweet, my friend. Thank you.
No one told me there'd be days like this. Nothing makes sense without you. Out my window, there's no leaves on the trees. Guess they don't want to stay. Now that you've gone away, it's a cross I had to bear inside. Oh girl, I can't believe how I hurt you so much. You're still here in every fiber of me. God knows how much I want you back. I'm sorry, and I just want to kiss you again. For the rest of my life, I belong with you. Nothing matters more to me. You're more precious than the air I breathe. And I swear I will be there right beside you, yeah. I'll never hide love away. For the rest of my life, the rest of my life. Tell me, when will I feel summer begin? Feel the warmth of you around me. Time is wasted till I see you again. Every beat of my heart hurts while we're so far apart. I just want to hold you again. For the rest of my life, I belong with you. Nothing matters more to me. You're more precious than the air I breathe. And I swear I will be there right beside you, yeah. I'll never hide love away. Every moment I can't be with you feels like my life is in need of rescue. For the rest of my life, I belong with you. Nothing matters more to me. You're more precious than the air I breathe. And I swear I will be there right beside you, yeah. I'll never hide love away. For the rest of my life, the rest of my life. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Nice. Very nice, Ron.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Very nice.
Not an easy one, but I like it. But I like it.
You must be thinking of Devin when you write these songs, huh?
Of course. Everything's about Devin. So you guys know I'm not eating cocaine. It's salt. It's salt. I've got this
Sure.
kit
Yeah.
going now. It's actually Celtic salt, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah,
Celtic
yeah.
salt is very, I think it's a very pristine salt. But if you take a few grains of salt and then drink water, it assimilates into your cells much more efficiently. There you go. There's your health lesson for the day.
I did not know that. So if you followed up cocaine with water, would that go into your system more efficiently as well?
It probably would, but I haven't tried that. I'm gonna leave that to other people who are more into that stuff.
I usually followed it up with beer back in the old days.
Beer chaser.
Yeah, it was beer. Yeah.
Oh God. Are we over the jokes? Are we over the?
Well, that
we're
was
not
a
telling.
lovely
We're not telling jokes anymore.
we can tell a joke. You want to tell a joke? We can tell a joke. You know,
No.
I don't care. I personally don't care. I like amusing stories. I think about different things that, you know, when you and I get together, for some reason, all kinds of things come to mind, and it's both mostly because we toured together and stuff, you know. And I just want to tell you about this thing we did back when Larry Hoppin was alive. Larry was one of the founding members of Orleans. For those who don't know, he was the famous, what Lance calls on stage, the radio voice. And he sang "Still the One" and "Dance with Me," and that beautiful sound, you know. Anyway, Larry was with me. We had a band that was not Orleans. It was part of Orleans. Some of the Orleans members. We had a group that was called VCR, Voices of Classic Rock. Back when VCRs were, you know, an item, you know. And later on, the name got changed to RPM, Rock and Pop Masters, which still is dated because RPM is like the old vinyl records. But anyway, back in the year 2000, we did a tour. It was Larry and I think Charlie Morgan, who was Elton John's former drummer. He was with us, and he was in Orleans at the time, and great drummer. And we had this band that we put together, and it was sort of a backing band where we did Orleans hits, but we also backed a lot of other classic rock singers. like Mickey Thomas from Starship was on that.
I remember him. I remember
With
him.
us,
Yeah.
Mickey. We did shows with Leslie West, with Edgar Winter. Robbie Dupree did some of them with us, and Jimmy Jameson did some of them with us from the group Survivor, and Joe Lynn Turner from Deep Purple did shows with us, and we toured Mexico and Bogota in 2000, Bogota, Colombia. And it was just insane. It was just craziness. I loved it. It was a great experience. Bogota specifically was like, it was crazy because we did a live show outdoors, and it was in front of this stone mansion that was owned by, I guess, the governor or some kind of a political figure, a big shot political figure, that I found out how, somewhere halfway through the day during sound check that he was also a former drug lord. And so it was crazy. And we did the show, and the people were insane. There was probably about 400 people or so, 400 or 500 people live in this courtyard area. We played this totally open stage that if it rained, I don't know what would have happened, because there was nothing over us. And we were doing the gig, and we were playing. It was a great gig. And then they started shooting fireworks, but these fireworks were set to ignite only about 40 feet above the crowd at best. It was really low. And so these were coming down, the flames were coming down onto the people, and they were just screaming. It was chaos. They were having a fantastic time. Driving back, if you've ever been to Bogota, Colombia, driving on the roads is also pretty nutty. It's like, it seems like you can be on the left side of the road when you want to, but if you need to go over to the right side of the road, you can do that too. And everybody just plays it by ear, and they get along.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming up. We're going to have head-on collisions. So when you look at it as a pedestrian, from a pedestrian's point of view on the sidewalk, it's total freaking chaos. And so anyway, so we got our ride, the ride that was being given to us. There was a driver that was picking us up so that he could take us to the airport when we were done getting ready to leave. And somebody tried to pass us on the right and cut us off. And then they went back in the middle lane. And so he came up next to him and hit him. And so there was car wars going on, and we're all screaming, no!
Yeah,
like
God damn.
Him and the other driver smashing him, and we're like, we thought we were going to die right there. We got to the airport, and it was just wonderful. I was so happy. I still love the experience, and I was so happy to have done it in spite of that car incident, and in spite of the fact that for the next 10 years, my passport had the stamp of Bogota, Colombia on it.
Yeah.
So every time I went through customs, I was pulled aside just because of Colombia was written on my passport.
Wow. Of course. That's wow. That's amazing.
Larry, it happened to Larry too. Larry and I both experienced that. We would both get hauled out of the line together and stand there while they I don't know, they just inspected our bags and stuff just because Bogota was written on the, I don't know.
When I travel, I usually have a bunch of electrical equipment. I have a bunch of cords. I have a bunch of stuff, that I carry in my personal bag just so it doesn't get lost, or charging stuff. Might carry a microphone or something if I'm going to Europe, and they always pull my bag aside because it looks like something under the X-ray. It looks like something I'm carrying for, making something lascivious in the airplane, whatever, but they always go through my bags. So, as I promised, we have a very special guest coming on today. Her name is Maria Elena Infantino, and she is in the house with us here. So I'm going to bring her in. Come on in, Maria. 3, 2, 1. Say hi to everybody.
Buongiorno and happy birthday.
Thank you. My birthday, for everybody who didn't know, is tomorrow.
But it's
Pre-birthday, but thank you. You're the first one to actually wish me a happy birthday.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Fellow Pisces, we have to stick together.
You're the 5th, right? The 5th or the 7th?
20th of February.
20th of February. Okay,
Yes.
so you already did yours.
I'm done.
Happy Maria Elena Day.
Thank you, and happy Ron Day for tomorrow.
Maria Elena, meet Fly Amiro.
Hello.
Hi, Fly.
Hello, Maria. How you doing?
I told Fly, I didn't tell our guests, our wonderful people in the house today, that Maria Elena is a wonderful singer, performer, and she performs all over the world, literally. She
Yes.
is half Bulgarian and half Italian.
Correct.
Her mother's Italian and her dad was Bulgarian, correct?
Actually, the reverse.
The reverse. Oh, okay.
Yes. My dad's Sicilian, my mom's Bulgarian.
And just to toot your horn for you, how many languages do you speak and sing in? I counted 7. Was it 7?
I speak 5 languages: Italian, French, Bulgarian, Spanish, and English. But I also, on top of those languages, sing 2 more, which is 1 song in Japanese and 1 song in Greek, but also some in Arabic. Actually, I sing in 8 languages. There you go.
Holy crap! I it's just phenomenal to me.
Just a lot of confusion there.
I told Fly that you have a penchant. You have a wonderful love for Edith Piaf.
Yes.
Is that how you say her name?
Yes.
And
yes.
and he said that his sister actually tries to do her voice as well. And I said, well, Maria Elena, believe it or not, her voice is already there. She doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to sing like her. She's like the incarnate of this singer called Edith Piaf from years ago, who is no longer with us. But
Yes.
I really think you have been reincarnated. I'm convinced of it.
So much. Thank you so much. I actually transform like her. So in a way, I actually channel her. I put the wig on and the dress, and then I just, I have a little swig of red wine before I go on stage, just so that I feel her better. That moment in the dressing room where you put the red lipstick, you're already all dressed up like her, and you put the red lipstick, and I look in the mirror, I look at her basically, and I take a little swig of red wine. I'm like, allez chérie, on y va. And we go on stage. That's how I usually get on with her.
So let me ask you, how long would it take you to go and get that get up all together and then come back on?
So we had moments that they were like, how fast can you transform in Edith Piaf, because you don't have the dressing room for long.
Sure.
So I can do it as fast as 7 minutes, wig and dress. And then I created this Edith Piaf show that it's from Piaf to Mambo, where I actually, in front of the audience, I start Edith Piaf, then I start Mambo Italiano in front of the audience.
Oh, yeah.
And there is that line that says, but wait a minute, something's wrong, because I'm dressed as Piaf, something's wrong. I take off the wig, hey, Mambo Italiano, and I start undressing in front of the audience, and they're like, what the hell is going on? But I do have a dress underneath, another one.
That's
So, yeah.
great. This is like my sister. She doesn't try. She nails Edith Piaf, but she also does that song Mambo Italiano. It's incredibly entertaining. We have a lot of fun.
Could I ask a few
that?
moments of that song? Are you able to just do this on the fly? That
Sure,
one?
of course, you know me better. So no regrets, I guess, because it's living life to the full without regretting anything. And here we go.
There we go.
Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal. Tout ça m'est bien égal. There you go. Early morning.
Woo! My.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you,
Thank
sweetie.
you.
That's wonderful.
Jet lag and all.
I'm curious, what would you sing in Arabic?
My favorite is Salama Ya Salama, that it actually exists in 3 languages. It's in Arabic, French, and Spanish. I do all three versions in one song sometimes. But I'll just give you the Arabic for now because it's more fun. Salama ya salama rahana al salama. There you go.
Maria Elena is quite the entertainer, I must say. I have seen her many times, and she and I, she arranged for she and I to have a wonderful concert in Bulgaria in
That's
this
right.
ancient theater. What, 3 AD it was made,
It's the
something like
Roman
that?
amphitheater of Plovdiv, because Plovdiv is the Roman city of Bulgaria, and it actually exists on 7 hills just like Rome. So it's part of the Roman Empire. They've reached up till there. It was called, actually its Roman name, Philippopolis. And so I asked Ron during the pandemic, and I was like, do you want to come to Bulgaria? And I was like, where? Bolivia? I was like, no, Bulgaria, let me show you. And you're such a good sport. And I think you loved it that much that within 6 months, you came twice to Bulgaria with Devin.
Yeah, we did. It was absolutely phenomenal. It's
Yeah.
wonderful
And they still
country.
talk about it. And they're like, oh, when are you coming back with Ron? And so you never know. Let's see. But for now, we also have London, don't forget.
Yeah, we got to get that going.
Yes.
So we're
I
gonna.
found an amazing venue, and it's in London. And Ed Sheeran started his career there. We're not going to say the name of the venue just to be, not jinx it. But it's a great venue. You're going to love it. And it's likely to be in October. We'll discuss all of that. But the Italians are awaiting for you, and all the other communities in London are piping for it.
Very cool. Very
Yes.
cool. What else did I want to ask you? How long are you? You're in LA for just a couple
few
weeks.
weeks, just until the 3rd of April, because it was so cold in London. I was like, I'm done with this. And it's Oscar season. I'm going to see a few friends, and, it's always fun. There's also the Italian Film Festival going on tonight. So I'm just here to say hi.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Fly, you feel like doing a tune?
I could do a song. I could do a tune.
I love
Do
this
it.
whole exchange of tunes.
Yeah, we give a little flavor of stuff, and I just did a very poor version of a song I recorded years ago called "For the Rest of My Life."
Oh, I love that.
But I hadn't played it in so long, and I just wanted to try it for everybody. So they kind of get a feeling for this is just live spilling out as it is, mistakes and all, warts and
But
all.
you sing in Italian too. So it's not just in different languages. You sing in Italian.
I'll have to do that. In fact, I should do that coming up. Yeah. Right now it's Fly. Let's hear something. What would you like to play?
Did you say 3 AD? The building that you were in was built in 3 AD?
The
Roman amphitheater in Plovdiv, yes.
That's like Jesus was just graduating to the big boy party, I think, at that time, wasn't he?
And we
That's a long time ago. This is a song. This song, Orleans has a beautiful version of this. We did this tune. It's the song that I started writing back in the 80s. I think it was in the 1980s, but I never finished it. And I played it in the dressing room for John Hall and for Lance Hoppen. And I said, this is what I have, this chorus. And they really liked the chorus. They thought it was compelling because it was a very simple, sort of a universal message, very Bob Marley-like message, very one-worldy, And so they came to my house in my living room here in Gloucester and finished it. We finished it together the afternoon after I sat on the back shelf for 30 plus years. So anyway, it's a simple message, and it's called Beautiful World.
Beautiful World.
And I'll give it my best shot because I'm not accustomed to doing this song live either myself. So I'm kind of like you were. But
just let it all hang out. Mr. Fly Amiro doing Beautiful World.
Hey, thank you very much, Ron. Okay. I see a bright sun rising over the edge of the earth, and we got the makings for a beautiful world. Some people live as if their time is up from the moment that they are born. They see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's just another train. Hey, hey, hey. All things to them are easier said than done. It never rains, but it surely pours. Do you believe it? I can't conceive it. Hear what I say. Well, I see a bright sun rising over the edge of the earth, and all of creation is all for the taking, and we got to make it a beautiful world. Oh, a beautiful world. Billions of stars are swirling in the sky where this blue little planet shines. How can so many want to throw this miracle away? Hey, hey, hey. Well, I know that we can find a path to peace, love, and harmony in time. If we believe it, then we can be it every day. Oh, I see a bright sun rising over the edge of the earth, and all the creation is pure inspiration, and we got to make it a beautiful world. Oh, a beautiful world. Yeah, beautiful world. Such a beautiful world. A beautiful world. I see a bright sun rising over the edge of the earth. The sweet invitation is ours for the taking if we awaken to this beautiful world. Oh, now baby, I see a bright sun rising over the edge of the earth. The sweet invitation is ours for the taking if we awaken to this beautiful world. Yeah, the beautiful world. Oh, beautiful world. Such a beautiful world. A beautiful world. Thank you.
Wonderful. Beautiful world
String.
indeed.
I broke a string in the middle of that one.
Did you?
Yes. So that was the 5-string version. Thank you very much.
That was great. It was great, Fly.
Fabulous.
Thank you for that. That was wonderful.
Thanks.
I see all the comments. Dig it.
Oh,
Dig
cool,
it.
yeah.
Great song, Fly. Sharon goes.
Well, you know, the first time we played Orleans played it live, we had not even yet studio recorded it, you know, and it was an outdoor concert. It was the middle of the summer. I think it was in upstate New York. Might have been even Woodstock, which you know, Woodstock is still the hippy dippy town that it always was in many ways. You know, there are some people that sort of, you see them wandering around, walking downtown on the street, and they're looking around. You could tell that they're still waiting for Jimi Hendrix to start playing. You know, it's like they're still living in the '60s. But anyway, we did this concert outdoors, and these 3 women were on the back, and they were dressed in flower dresses, flowing dresses, and the breeze was blowing, and the sun was shining, and they were doing this dance to this. I see a bright sun rising. They're doing this. They're doing all this stuff to it. I'm going, this is the first time we played this song. So there's something sort of I don't know, primal, if you will, about that message. You know, like, you know, it's just a beautiful world. Just enjoy it. You know, which is what we were going for. I wanted to sort of be that Bob Marley kind of a, you know,
anthem type of thing.
Yeah, well, just to try to lift your head above and look around and see something bigger than just our own little stupid problems that we have. You know, something that's more,
Absolutely, I'm right there with you.
more global or even beyond global. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we see the bigger picture, and you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, kind of way.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well,
Hopefully that light's not the train coming at you.
No,
Yeah, right.
hopefully not.
Some people they just put a negative spin on things, and they just sort of feel like everything can't be done, you know, and it's not true. You can do anything, right?
Well, you kind of
Yeah.
attract that energy when you think that way. So if you think positive, you're going to attract positive. If you think negative, you are going to attract negative. It's just how it is.
That's that, you know, talk about primal. That's a primal statement that she just said right there. That's really basic. That's just a basic truth, like universal truth.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
The law of the basic universal law of attraction.
I agree with that. That's wonderful.
It's up to you how you wake up in the morning, whether you're happy or sad. It's your decision the moment you get up.
When I would get up feeling tired and all, when I worked on Bold and Beautiful, I would get up in the morning and I'd have to take the girls to school, the kids to school. And so I didn't have enough sleep very often. And I had a shitload of lines to learn. And I would psych myself up to be in a positive mood, even though I didn't start out that way. And it's one of those things where people would ask you along the way, so how you doing today? Where they don't really want an answer. And I'd go, I'm freaking great. I'm great today. And my body hears my response of that and makes me feel better. And they're surprised that they got that much of a reaction of, I'm great. Because most people just go, yeah, I'm okay. They just do like that. You give yourself a suggestion of positivity and your body hears it. And the same is true of the negative. Your body will hear any negative thoughts and things that you put out there as well. Energy, thoughts are energy.
Yeah, it's like, so he says, how you doing? You say, well, it's amazing that you asked that because I just came back from the doctor and it's not good.
But there is that study, I'm sure you know about it. It's a study that they did in China or in Japan or something like that. And it's basically 3 glasses of water. And to one of them, this guy said for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, you're ugly, you're horrible, and just projected negative thoughts to that glass of water. Then the second one, oh, you're okay, it's all right, whatever. The third one, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, good morning, how are you? After a month, the negative water was black just by talking to it. The middle one was kind of, no here, no there, kind of troubled water. The third one that had positive thoughts was crystal clear. Just
after a month.
Yeah,
after a month.
It goes to show.
I'm gonna have to see that. Boy, that's amazing.
It's on YouTube somewhere. You must see it.
That's hard to believe. But,
wow. But it's energy. It's how you direct your energy, and it has to do with, whatever you receive and you give. It just shows that right there.
Everything is vibration. Everything has a vibration. The desk I'm sitting at is vibrating. It's just vibrating at a slower vibration than I am.
Yeah.
Or this is vibrating at a slower, even yet vibration. So it makes it able to be metal. Everything vibrates.
You're begging for a punchline there, and I'm not going to do that joke. You want to put that vibrating thing back in the camera again, just for a moment? Yeah. What are we talking about here? What are we really talking about?
A sip of water. Okay.
Well, I know
Don't
now
go
that
there. Don't go there.
if I can strive to be a better person, then there's a good chance that the water that I drink might be better for me. That's what I get. That's what I get from that.
Yeah.
So,
And
I'll do my
people
best.
put that glass of water out in the sun so it absorbs an electrical charge of
Correct.
sorts. And everything is electricity. It's weird. Last night, I'll just tell you a little personal thing that happened. I got up to go to the bathroom, and I came back and got in bed, and my feet down at the end of the bed, my feet moving against the sheets created a spark.
Oh
It
yeah.
created a spark. I showed Devin, I went, look at this. And I moved my feet, and it's like sparks were flying.
Yeah. I had that before as well. It's great. It's a little pinchy when it
But
happens.
boom.
That happened to Michael Jackson all the time.
I'm sure.
Oh,
His feet would just make sparks everywhere.
But Ron, do you remember when we went to Bulgaria and I took you to that restaurant up the mountains next to Sofia, like half an hour drive? And I was
Yeah.
like, are you ready? Because he's such a good sport, Ron. Whatever you throw at him, he's interested in knowing the culture of the place and just seeing alternative situations. He's always open-minded to any adventure. And so I was like, let's go to this restaurant. They do traditional Bulgarian music. They dress in their traditional folklore dresses. And after you eat and drink typical stuff from Bulgaria, traditional dishes, they walk on coals, on hot coals. And Ron was like, oh, I've done this before.
I did, yeah. But it was interesting to watch them do it. But I did that. It was part of a kind of an Est style seminar. Tony Robbins, if anybody knows who Tony Robbins is, I did it in the beginning, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to stand it. And I walked across them barefoot, and I felt a little tinge of something on the bottom of my feet afterwards. And I chose not to look at it because I didn't want to be disappointed. But I got home, I looked at the bottom of my feet, and they were absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So it's really mind over matter. And I was using those kind of martial arts skills that I had been practicing and using for the last 25 or 30 years. I took a lot of martial arts in my life, but it is mind over matter. It's a mind over matter. And his concept of, if you could walk across that 12 foot or 15 feet of hot coals, you can do anything
Exactly.
in your life.
I have no
So-
idea who I've been dealing with here. I really didn't. This is
You got a different opinion now, huh?
This is amazing. I just got to be a little more careful around you. That's all.
But I will protect your ass too.
Yeah, exactly.
But it just goes to show the power of the mind, as you were saying, Ron. It's like, Bulgaria is such, I'm promoting Bulgaria here. I feel like it. But in Bulgaria, they really believe in the power of healing on your own, without the help of medication, without, too many doctors around you. It's the power of the mind. First of all, it's positive attitude. Second of all, it's also, also the Americans, the Indian Americans, they used to cure themselves, or they still do, like Bulgarians, from herbs, from the mountain, and the flowers they give, like specific flowers cure headaches or kidney stones or blood pressure. And it's all of this to be in syntonia with nature. So you and your power, the power of your mind, the positive energy, and taking from nature is good enough to cure yourself.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Can I
I
ask
would
you
not-
That's
this?
why I'm speechless.
I want to ask you this though, because this thought crossed my mind when you first were talking about Bulgarian. You mentioned, you listed languages, you just said Bulgarian, and now I don't really. I admit I'm not educated about this, and I didn't know that Bulgaria. Is the Bulgarian language a total language unto itself, or is it based on French or German or anything like that? Or
No, so basically it's its own language and it's Slavic. It's Cyrillic. Basically, they have the alphabet like Russians and Greeks, but like a twang, like there is a variation. Basically, Kirill and Methodi are the creators of the Cyrillic alphabet, and they were Bulgarians, and so that's the Cyrillic alphabet that you'll find in other Slavic languages. And it sounds very, I'll say a little bit, Zdrasti, как си, всичко наред ли е? Да имаш прекрасна, So you see, it's a bit Russian, you know.
Yeah. Is it how close to Romanian or anything? No.
No, Romanian is Latin based, funnily enough, even though Bulgaria is between Greece, Turkey, Serbia, Romania. It's circled by those. It's actually, Romania is more Latin based, so it does have Spanish and French to it, whereas Bulgarian, not at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have learned so much in this broadcast today. It's unbelievable.
I think everybody has a bit from everyone.
I'm gonna do it just part of a song that so my wife doesn't kill me after we're finished. Why didn't you sing that? She just wanted me to sing this last time and I didn't get to it. So I wanted to get it in there. So if you just bear with me, I'll do a couple of verses and then we'll be done. This is you'll probably recognize this one. I hear the train a-comin', rolling down the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama called me son. Always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Not I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Tough guy. He's a tough guy.
I just hear that Tracy whistle blowing, bring my head and cry.
That's why I have to be careful with him.
That's all I'm going to do. That one.
I love
made me
these
laugh.
kind of Sundays. They're amazing.
Made myself laugh. It's hard to sing when you're laughing.
But laughing is good for you.
It is. It is. Clears my soul.
Yes.
Maria Elena, thank you for joining us today.
Such
This
a
is so
joy.
wonderful.
How wonderful to have met you today. Thank you for coming.
For me
in.
too. It was great. And say hello to your sister. And maybe one day we'll sing Piaf together.
That would be our bitchin' great time. I would love that.
You're
A
on.
duet. A duet.
Yes.
A PF
Yeah.
duet.
Double Piaf woman.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to thank everybody who joined us today, all of our wonderful friends.
We're not
And,
done, are we?
Well, we got a couple more minutes. What do
Oh,
you
wow.
think? What would
Sounds
you like
like-
to do?
I was just surprised the time went by so fast.
It goes by so fast. It's uncanny. Yeah, we've got like 1 minute.
That's
So
cool.
I just want to say goodbye and thank you everybody for joining us today. We will be back next Sunday, same time, same channels. We are streaming to YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at the same time. So you can please everybody share these shows. If you watch them back again, please share them out to people and bring other people. Let them know we're doing this every Sunday.
Just,
What's it? 2:00, right? Fly 2:00
2
Eastern
o'clock,
Standard
2 o'clock
Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Yes, show up, be here, and join us because I have a friend who's very well trained in martial arts, and he can really hurt you. He probably has about 36 ways that he can kill you with just a scarf alone. So I'm just saying, you better show up, or I'm going to sick Ron on you big time.
Just
There
don't
you
miss.
go. Best way to get people to join us. Threaten them.
Absolutely. Threat.
Threaten. That's right. Threaten.
Threats. It always works.
You know, what's the color of my water now? It's
It's black.
Here, let me add some salt to it.
Yeah.
yeah, right. He's got the whole thing going on. That's all.
I'll add some salt to that wound. Thank you guys, everybody. Now, when does the time change? We're coming up on a time change, and I'm not sure when that is, where everybody will jump ahead 1 hour.
Sometime in April, because Europe actually does it 2 weeks before US. So Europe does it around mid-end March, which means that US will come first week of April. But don't quote me on it. Usually that's what happens.
Yeah, you know what though? I think that's what it used to be, but I think the US moved it earlier. I heard it was going to be either next weekend or the weekend after.
Oh, okay.
I think it is happening in March sometime. So
Right.
yeah, just keep that in mind, everybody, for figuring out the time frame, because where I am in Arizona, we don't change. We're already an hour ahead. We went an hour ahead and we stayed there.
Smart. Love it.
Which I think is very smart. Exactly. So just figure it out time wise, and we'll put it on the posters, and it'll be the same time, only everything will shift a little bit. So just keep that in mind. Sending you all love, all of you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having
Remind everyone, please, Ron, who this lovely woman is. Please.
It was so impromptu. I love it. I woke up, said hi, Ron. I was like, hey, jump in. I was like, yeah.
Maria Elena Infantino. You can look her up online. Infantino.
Oh, I will.
Spell
Safe
it how
travels, Maria.
Thanks.
Yeah,
bye.
yeah. Where are you off to now? Where are you off to next?
Oh, I'll be going to, well, in April, I'll go to London. Then I have 7 flights in 1 month in May, because I have different shows in Italy, in Bulgaria, and in London. And I'm doing some countries twice within a month. It's crazy. Keep it going.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week with more fun and frolicking.
Ciao.
Sending you guys love.
Ron Moss, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen. Let's hear it from
Ron Moss,
everybody.
one and Ciao.
Bye.
Okay, and